I think I fixed Goodberry by accident, so for starters I'd like to point out that Goodberry is an awesome spell that doesn't break all of your games. In this particular campaign, however, it could have. It started about 8 months ago. The rule. Roll a d100 to see how much you like the taste of Goodberry. The campaign context. We are a group of wrongfully wanted men in a corrupt land that needed to travel across the continent whilst hiding from the government in order to survive. As a result, we often chose to camp out in the wilds and buy necessary provisions in every other town, cloaked with fake names. Survival choices needed to be made especially when we entered a harsh winter. Our party. A kind animal tender barbarian that accidentally killed a noble in his rage whilst trying to protect a rare bird. A star druid that disagrees with the censorship the government is enforcing into his faction. A mercy monk healer from a monastery that refused to refuse medical treatment to the government's enemies. A paladin of the local resistance tasked with getting the other characters over the border. The Goodberry issue. Our druid ended up picking Goodberry, which could kind of turn the charismatic alias side in the cities into an unnecessary danger and the survival barbarian side to be completely unnecessary. I ended up revising Goodberry to consume its material component, but the druid just used locate plants to find enough mistletoe to last for the better part of the journey. At first I wanted to sit my players down and talk it over, but as the druid handed another character a Goodberry, I jokingly improvised and said, roll a d100 to see how much you like its taste, a 100 being the most delicious thing ever and a 1 having it taste like shit. The results. The monk rolled a 34, the paladin rolled an 18, the druid rolled an 83, the barbarian actually rolled a 1. This was funny as hell since the druid now loved them and the rest found them just awful. The monk roleplayed it as if he was able to bear the taste if food was scarce, and the paladin would still use it as a last resort. The barbarian, however, refused to eat them and kept faking he'd eat them whilst secretly going out hunting. The spell was still awesome as we would never starve, but we would still look for food and enter towns unless there was no other option. This post ended up being kinda big, but use this to your advantage. An alternative could be that Goodberries just taste kinda bad in general, but I think rolling is the best way to do it.